Welcome. There's a turbo on the car. And I'm going to start doing the titanium intercooler piping. Right now I have the housing just kind of snugged on there so I can move it around to where I need it. It's going to be a little tricky over here. I got a lot of stuff all right in this little corner here. I got to get the intercooler pipe to come and meet up here, and I also have the wastegate dump tube that has to go somewhere, along with the water pump housing sits up here. Now I might decide to go with an electronic water pump if spatial requirements don't allow the stock one. But having said that, where I'm sitting now, I think the best bet is going to be to come and drop the intercooler piping and wrap it around almost, then have the wastegate dump snake back that way. For the next 4 weeks, at least that's what it's going to feel like.
I hope your saw breaks.
I'll be over here cutting titanium. Takes forever. But just to give you an idea, this is a 9-degree cut, pie cut, which is what I'm cutting them at, 4.5 degrees on each side. They come out of the saw dirty, wet, with burrs on them. After one drops, I'll set the saw up to make another cut, and when I do that, I take the piece, clean it, clean the burrs off of both sides, inside and out, and throw them into the box. So now I got access to it. I got it. Alright, so it's like 4 days later, but titanium's coming along. I still got a lot of welds to do. That's just one piece. But taking a break tonight, and I'm starting to tune John's car. Really just set up the base parameters. He's almost done wiring it up, but we're just going through and setting all the baseline shit up for him.
And Charles' sensors read and things like that.
Yep. So after days of welding, there she, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but there she sits all fit up. Titanium's really reflective, so any light that gets on it really, it's like hard to take pictures of. But I'll pull it back out then and show you what it looks like from the outside. But that piece is finished. So next up, I'm gonna work on the exhaust and the wastegate tubes. I can't start on the other side of the intercooler piping yet until I make the intake manifold. So we'll update you soon enough. But also, in other news, as you'll see in an upcoming video, or maybe this video will be after that, but took the Rx7 out drifting. John's in the shop, by the way. Took the Rx7 out to a empty parking lot and slid that thing pretty good, actually. So what I wound up deciding is, until the Rx7's done, I'm gonna put a hydraulic e-brake in that, bucket seat harness, and I'm gonna gut it and put a roll cage in it. And I'll take that to some events before this season's up. And the Subaru, I got kind of set up where I want it for now. The blow-off valve that came on the car was malfunctioning and causing that boost creep spike issue. I had a Blitz blow-off valve just sitting in the shop here. I put that on, and then I wound up putting on a manual boost controller and was kind of tuning the car just with the manual, basically turning up the boost to where I liked the boost in the AFRs. And now it's running pretty good, wouldn't you say, John?
Yep.
And John is still like, what, 90% done?
Yeah.
90% done. We started setting the tune up and just kind of calibrating all the sensors and whatnot. And now all of a sudden there's an issue with we were trying to calibrate the TPS sensor, and for whatever reason now it's kind of like powering up some weird shit. So he's a little upset. You just gotta remember, when it comes to these things, always be a fighter.
Yeah. Never a victim.
Never a victim. If in doubt, flat out. All right, guys, we'll check in later.